Hello everyone, I hope you've been well. Thanks for joining me today. Today I'm going to talk about the Monarch Delay. Uh, Yesterday there was I think it was yesterday, the article came out that there's going to be a 1 week delay. And I just want to talk about this a bit. And this is going to be it's gonna be well. I don't know if it's gonna. It's not a bad thing, but I do think it's our first, I would say, bad signal or bearish signal of the game because everyone has been very bullish about Monarch and the release. I'm still very bullish, and I do think it's still going to be a great launch. I think it's going to be one of the best products that releases of Flesh and Blood yet, because the game has got a lot of traction. We will see how this turns out. Now that there's a lot of players and a lot of collectors and investors in the game, we will see how they all react with this new release, and that there's a bigger follower or player base and investor base, I would say. See how they react with this new release. And because there's a bit more people, it's gonna be very interesting. But I just want to express some of my thoughts concerning this delay. I don't think it's very bad, but because the game has grown so much, the growth is just insane, that I don't think it's going to be much of a too much of a difference. But I'm just going to quickly read this with you. As anyone that has had anything to do with TCGs over the past year will know, international supply chains are currently experiencing extreme pressure due to a range of COVID and non-COVID factors that are disturbing the flow of goods around the world. We are completely aware of this when we set the Monarch release schedule. The manufacturing began in January, so they knew about it, and they did prepare for it. But as you'll see, so manufacturing began in January, with shipping scheduled to take part through February and March to hit the release dates at the end of April. So that's when it was. So the release was going to be, pre-release is going to be on the 6th, and then the actual launch basically on the 30th. Now they're extending the week, and it's going to be not the 6th, on the 12th the preview starts. Sorry, preview, not pre-release, preview, and then pre-release on the 30th to May. So it's basically the same, it's just 1 week. The preview is a bit later. Well, we thought that we're planning to manage around a bad case scenario. Unfortunately, things have turned out even worse than anticipated. Containers that were booked for collection in February are still sitting at the port waiting for ships to arrive. And with the third wave of COVID now hitting the EU, our manufacturing partners have informed us that over the weekend that they are now starting to experience significant delays in their production schedules. So that's also a really big thing. I don't know how it's actually going with the third wave of COVID in the EU. So yeah, I really hope it's gonna be alright. I think it's gonna be fine. We realize that there's a huge amount of excitement and anticipation for the release of Monarch, and like I said, that's what I said. Everyone is very bullish about it, and this is the actual first bad news we've actually seen in Monarch, and this could change a lot of things, but I don't think it will. Excitement and anticipation for the release of Monarch. As a studio, we want to make sure that we deliver your expectations and players and store knows. That's why I've taken the decision today that we're going to be air freighting all remaining Monarch products into North America and ABC. Every pallet of Monarch First Edition Unlimited Blitz decks that's not already on a vessel is being air freighted into the markets around the world, with the cost borne entirely on Legend Storage Studios. So that's pretty good of them. Unfortunately, despite our extra efforts to expedite delivery to market, the changes of manufacturing schedules have meant that we are unable to avoid a delay to the release of Monarch. So yeah, this is weird, but yeah, they hopefully, I think this third wave caught them, and this third wave made everything just a bit wonky. And a split release schedule for Monarch Unlimited. This is the new schedule. So preview starts 12, not the 6. Pre-release is going to be the 30th and 2 May. So that's sort of on today. But yeah, this is a week later as well. Monarch first edition. I think we were supposed to get this first edition on the 30th. That's right. Yes, so you're supposed to get the first edition is also delayed by a week. I was expecting my box to arrive the 30th. I think it's going to be the May 8th, 7 or 6th of May. And then the Unlimited is June for North America and Europe. So they're getting the Unlimited very late. I think I'll get my Unlimited on here because I'm in Australia. So this is very interesting. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be a bearish signal for Monarch, and if the prices of the first edition boxes is gonna go down in value to like maybe 150 US, or if it's just going to stay course and be like 250 to 350 a box. That will be very interesting to see. And yeah, but I do think as the trend is still very strong, and like there hasn't been any bad news. This is the first bad news we've got of the market, that I think we'll just continue the trend and will continue higher. And yeah, the prices have already spiked a lot. And I just made a video about this the other day, that rainbow foils is undervalued, cold foils is undervalued, everything in this game is basically undervalued. It's just how you see it, because if you see short term, you might think it's overpriced, but in the long term, the first edition, even the unlimited things, I think I'm going to make a video about that as well, that the unlimited things that they say they're going to print into Oblivion is going to be investable in the future, because they're probably just going to print unlimited till the demand, and then when there's a new set out, they're probably going to print that new set unlimited, and then continue, and then the previous set unlimited is not going to be printed anymore. And we've seen this in a lot of games over the years. So I do think unlimited is also going to be a thing to talk about. But yeah, thank you for joining. Hopefully this Monarch delay is just a small hiccup and we all get our products and things on time. That would be awesome. It's already delayed by a week, but I do think I don't think this is going to be too much of a concern. I think we still get our products, and I think there will be enough for everyone. I don't think it's like a hectic sellout, and then we'll just see what prices will do on release date. That's on the 12th of the preview. We'll see what the prices do on the 30th and on the 7th, and then a week after that we'll be able to see how the price stabilize and which direction it's gonna go. This is a very important release for Flesh and Blood. This is gonna make or break the game, I think. I do think it's an incredible product. I do think it's like they say here. We want to thank our distributors, retailers, fans for our patience and for their patience and support. Monarch is an incredible product, and we want all to know that we are doing absolutely everything that we can to get it to you as soon as possible. And I agree with them. I do think Monarch is going to be an incredible product. It's going to it's going to put Flesh and Blood on the map, and that's what's going to bring more player base, more investors, more collectors into the game, which is very good in long term. We will be correct, and it will be more stable because of this big player base that's going to come in and the new flood of people. It's a really awesome game, and I do think you need to do your research and check it out. Thank you for joining. This video is getting too long now. Most people probably left anyways. So thank you, have a great night, be nice and kind to the people around you, and thanks for joining. Please subscribe. Thank you.